Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back for another episode of Kureon. We are down a Stevie this week as he is not feeling well, so please send us all your well wishes. Wait, all your well wishes. That sentence was.
Can send them us as well.
Yeah, send us well wishes as well. We could use it. So we'll get started very quickly, very soon on the session for tonight, where we're continuing into the Isle of Baan. But before then, we have a few announcements. I'm going to start before Susie's deluge this week because I have something to say. On my Twitter, folks, if you catch my Twitter down below, I have a link to, there is a tweet on there. It's my pinned tweet. I'm currently looking for a job in the games industry, and I really appreciate it if you could just give that a retweet and a like, get it out there to as many people as possible. Maybe someone will see it and they'll give me a job because I would really like that. So do let me know. So yeah, thank you very much if you do that. But aside from that, Susie and Lydia. Does Lydia want to go first, considering?
Sure, it's probably not quite as long as Susie's level of intricate gaming network, which probably is an assassin network if you think about it. Maybe spy network, who knows?
Illuminati.
And lizard people. Wasn't there a lizard people thing?
Yeah.
And cannibalism, I forgot.
A cult, yeah.
God, you Anyway, mine's sweet and short. I'm the DM of a D&D game in Edinburgh in the underground vaults of Southbridge, Blair Street Vaults, which are curated by Meerkat Tours. And if you want to join a haunted place from midnight till 5 o'clock, I mean, you can do that every last Saturday of the month, starting up with April. Thank you. There is going to be a link in chat.
Sorry about
that. There we go. So yeah, make sure to go to the spooky ass D&D in the haunted vaults and have Lydia DM for you for 4 hours because she's a fucking great, amazing DM. So do it.
Yes, I've actually never had Lydia DM for me. Well, every time it's happened, I haven't been there, so
just stop doing shit.
Yeah, I know.
Stop having a life, Stuart.
I want Lydia.
Right, I will do mine real quick. So Monday's Kureon D&D, you're here for that right now. It's Homebrew campaign written by Stu with those Muppets in it. Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, we have Grains of Truth, which is a Witcher TRPG campaign, which is DM'd by just Jason. Please, on Twitter, it's Jason. It has me, it has Jamie, it has Talinia, also known as Rachel, in it. Sometimes it has Alice in it, but she's currently pregnant. How dare she? And she's about to have the baby, which is, I mean, timing, woman.
And now we go live to Alice from the hospital. What do you want to do on your turn in combat?
On every other Wednesday, including this Wednesday, should all things go well, we have Bike Club, which is our Curse of Strahd campaign, in which these three and Marissa, these three meaning Stu, Lydia, and Jamie, seek to make me completely grey before the campaign is over. They're working on it. I'm getting there. Thursdays, I am the DM of the viewer game on Encounter Roleplay, which is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game, Homebrew, where you're fantasy cops, and it's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine meets Shrek, and again, players seek to make me grey. It's happening. On Fridays, I am a player in Acton Cthulhu on Encounter Roleplay, which is Modifius's 2d20 Acton Cthulhu. It's very good and fun. And then on Sundays, I have a lot of emotions where I play a vampire in the 80s on WebDM. Using the Cypher system, which is very, very good. I cried yesterday in the game. Well, a little bit.
You seem very happy about that fact.
I was. It was great. It was very fun. It was very cathartic. It was a good cry. But yeah, as always, make sure to catch up with past, present, and future episodes of any of our shenanigans, including last week's Kureon, which I did forget to put up on time, which should be out tonight.
That was my fault. I did not give you the title.
So make sure to go to the YouTube. Follow us on there, and you can catch up with Kureon, Bike Club, and Grains of Truth. For the viewer games and the vampire games, you will have to go to the respective channels, but I do tweet the links, so make sure to watch my Twitter.
Yeah, perfect. Does anyone else have anything to say today?
I might look like I'm looking over here, but it's because I'm on my laptop, so my eye line has changed from all the other episodes, so I'm not actually... It might look like I'm not paying attention, but I am. when I'm looking this way.
Yeah, okay.
That's the excuse.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I have one for Stevie who isn't here. Head over to twitch.tv/YoungJinxie to give our good Christian boy TM a follow and watch his content because it's very good.
And I'm also still working away on my own tabletop RPG, Armorsteer, which you can find on my Twitter bio. There is a link, or it is still at tinyurl/Armorsteer. I don't know how long tinyurls last. Maybe one day that won't work.
Maybe.
I think it's like 6 months or something like that. I don't know.
It's been longer than that.
Oh, has it? Okay. Well, there we go. And as Susie said, please go check out Stevie. Go check out Armorsteer. Go check out the Vault Games. Go check out Jamie. Look at that handsome man.
Stop it.
But right now, you're here for Kureon. So, let's get into it, shall we? Last time, when last we left you all, you were journeying across the Stone Depth Strait, within the Cloudmain Archipelago, a series of eternally storm-racked islands to the south of the continent of Kaurim. You'd been sent there by a member of the Priesthood of Kord, the prelate arm, who resided in Rivermeet. You were sent there as a trial for Gun. After making your way through the Cloudmain and across the strait, you made it to the Isle of Baan itself, your final destination. And you were met there with this gigantic structure built into the inside of this mountain. It seemed magically affected in some way, but very, very old, to the point where nature had almost completely reclaimed the interior of it, giving it this weird, almost alien look to the interior of this. There, you came across Great Uncle Olaf, Gunhild's almost near secondary surrogate patriarch, who was definitely real. And after a strange and rather bizarre conversation in which the great uncle was not exactly his usual self, because of him being a manifestation of Gun's fear, you were seemingly attacked by assassins, and after dispatching them, you found them no more than another illusion. However, the wounds that they left were quite real. And as we begin again, you find yourselves once more in the interior of this mountain, within the room that you were in when we left you. This large entry hall style area with the long, wide set of stairs which leads up further into the interior here, and an open area where guests would usually gather in times long past to enter the home, which usually are things like balls and galas. This is obviously some sort of place where crowds of people would come. So, what would you like to do right now? Did you have a short rest at the end?
If I remember rightly, we tried to figure out how long we were in the illusion for, because you said the sun had changed, and me and Hagen had set up two tiny huts to rest.
Yeah, we long rested, right?
Yeah,
yes, that's right.
We had someone's watch.
Yes.
Something went wrong.
Yes. Something did not go wrong.
Oh.
I just could not carry it. So we're going to resume in the morning. Hagen has been blipping in and out of existence all night, and you catch parts of sentences as his blink spell seems to have gone awry as it's being used cross-dimensionally, and eventually he just sort of, with a sigh, gives up and is like, I'll see you guys later, and just vanishes into the ethereal plane.
I'm just imagining like a scene where it's what should have been like a 2-minute conversation was spread across like half an hour by accident.
Yeah.
I'm just going to reset my HP to 50 here, guys.
You've had your long rest.
God, yeah.
God, it was reduced.
Yeah. Spells, cool.
Alright. So,
Well, Gun, what else are you afraid of? It might come up.
I don't know. Spiders, heights.
you're from the spiders.
None of that is great.
Crushing call of the void? I don't fucking know.
I've got that one down already.
I mean, if those are things you're afraid of, doesn't that mean they're definitely here?
Can we convince you to be terrified of puppies? Because that might help us.
Who's scared of puppies?
Hopefully you in like 5 minutes, because then we can just walk up with a puppy. Like,
Don't
that'd
you
be
have
so
some
much
fucking
easier.
mind magic to make her scared of puppies?
I chose not to pick, like...
Jimmy and I had a very long conversation about this, but I was egging him on to take it, and he didn't.
Are you telling me Jeremy had the morals here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that's right.
disappointing.
I know.
Jeremy, Kyle.
Don't even go there.
That's unbelievable.
That's right. You are the father.
Anyway.
Just take away this chair. You don't deserve this chair. Every time you do that.
Off to a good start tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good
So,
energy.
you find yourselves in this very large room with this big set of stairs with those, egregiously large stairs that you've seen in the rest of the area here. Now, this is large for a very tall creature. So, it is painfully large for all of you, to the point where it's tough going to get around a lot of the places due to the size of it. But you're all fit and hale.
Very athletic.
Yeah.
Guess we keep pressing on then, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Have nowhere else to go.
All right. So, as you continue, as you make your way up the stairs, when you get to the top, the area in front of you, the doorway before which you could see previously led onwards, is covered in that same strange foggy blackness that the assassins erupted into as you came in here, as you fought them and they died.
Can I, just to, before we move on, take the hour to get the familiar back?
Yes, of course, yeah.
And I will actually not have it be a magpie.
Okay. What's it going to be?
The options are... I actually don't know that anymore. I think
It's
owl this time.
yes, owl.
That I remember.
If you're going for something, owl is the.
Are we in caves now?
Yes, you're in.
Yes. Then I might actually go with bat.
It's a bat. Yeah. All right. So you got a little bat. It's a groovy good time for a vampire bat.
I don't get that reference, but okay.
Be glad you don't. So, this time you summon forth the familiar. And is this familiar fey, fiend, or celestial in nature?
Celestial.
Celestial. So it's no longer a fey creature. So as you bring forward, you see this bat. And while it looks much like a normal bat, you can see in the membrane of its wings where you can, the light from the campfire, the dying campfire here glints through it. You can see not the red blood of a normal creature, but this sort of glint, almost like liquid gold in its veins, and a strange glint to its eyes, which every now and again seem to twinkle in this very mother of pearl color. But aside from that, it looks very much like a normal bat.
I will hold up the bat as it's hanging from my finger and go, tell me that's not the prettiest fucking bat you've ever seen.
It's pretty fucking cute.
It's got every now and again, it's got, when it opens its eyes, it's got very like goo eyes. You know, they're all glittery and...
I don't really see bats often. So yeah, I guess.
I'll take it. I think I'll take it. That's as far as a compliment as I can get from Tilly, so I'll take it.
All right. So you have your bat. I was about to say bat back, but you have a bat now.
I have a bat now.
Yeah.
I will call it Bruce.
Mm-hmm. Bruce the bat.
Bruce
Could
the
it
bat.
scout for us, maybe?
Yes, that's the plan. It
Oh,
will.
yeah.
If it's anything like the magpie, are you the same spirit? Probably the same spirit. I don't know. It usually doesn't talk.
Quick, Stu, what's your bat sound voice? Come on. On the
Yes,
spot. Come on, DM.
No, we
What
decided.
sounds do Bat make?
We decided that this familiar doesn't talk.
Probably for the better, because if it's another answering machine, I will literally kill someone.
Do you remember? Do you remember your familiar last campaign?
No, I have chosen to forget. It is a good choice.
I remember it getting curb stomped.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, that familiar also gets curb stomped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one got literally curb stomped.
No, I remember, thank you. But just what Stu does to familiars.
Yeah, he's mean.
It's all too familiar.
Oh. Right, well, thanks for tuning in.
Can JB get curb stomped, please?
Anyway, so...
Scout Bat, go!
Scout Bat first
Activate.
goes. Yes.
All right. So you're looking through the bat's eyes as well.
Yes.
Or yeah. Okay. So as the bat goes forward, and your vision clouds over and coalesces on that of the bat, as you go through this foggy door, you emerge on the other side to a long corridor. It is very rigid, angular shapes, lots of square patternings. From the ceiling, on the ends of long chains, hang what look to be unlit cages filled with like firewood and oil, and they're unlit. You see every now and again a door goes off to one side. However, these doors appear to be shut with these very heavy-looking reinforced doors. And there are loads of like what look to be discs of metal, but they're empty. It's just a flat disc of metal.
The size of these doors, are we talking big and heavy to the point where Gun could heroically push them open, or big and heavy so that they are backdrop here?
Aragorn style. Do it, Susie. Do it.
These doors are on. These doors look very thick, but they are quite obviously a door that can be meant to be opened. They've got like a door knocker on them, like not like a door knocker, like a door handle. You know, like a ring pull door handle.
Okay.
They look like a door. They're not ajar.
I'll pick a few of these discs up and just kind of look over them.
You're not there. It's just
We're not. If there's a bat.
Oh yeah.
familiar that's through. Yeah.
The bat has blindside as well for 60 feet, just in case.
Yeah.
That
There's
changes things. But
yeah. There is nothing. The blind side pings. There's nothing either illusionary about this or nothing invisible.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
I will relay the information.
Yeah. And these discs, by the way, they're mounted on the walls and they're like this big.
Okay.
They're about a foot.
Gun, do you guys do,
Right.
like, do dwarven people have discs of sorts? There's discs.
Does that sort of layout sound familiar to me?
Vaguely, yeah. It's one of those things where it sounds familiar, but not quite. You know, like two people talking about the interior of a different supermarket that's the same brand. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe it sounds like something we'd probably do.
Well, we can go in. There's nobody in there right now. Might change when we move, but seems safe.
Yeah, we can take them. There's big braziers in there, right? We can light it up.
Yeah,
they're
fire
hanging from the
cages.
ceilings.
Oh, they're hanging from the ceilings.
Yeah, there's long chains with like, you know, the cages that you quite often see in games where they put people in them, then hanging from the ceilings like torture cages. It's like those, but instead of people in them, it's like a brazier in the bottom, like an oil lamp. Sort of.
Let's just say the interior designer was super extra.
I mean, dwarves. That's what we do. If only I knew people that could make fire happen with a click of their fingers.
True.
I don't
I
actually
say
know if we
looking
can set things on
pointedly
fire.
at Namari and Tristan.
I don't actually know if we can light fire with that. It's a sacred flame, so it's special.
I mean, I have prestidigitation. You can. I'm pretty sure you can do it with that.
Yeah, you can light small fires.
Yeah.
Let me try first.
And the thaumaturgy specifically is for candles.
Yeah, you can snuff them out.
Yeah, because prestidigitation can do up to campfires, is it?
Yeah, you could do campfires and stuff. You just basically just make it spark with your fingers.
Thaumaturgy is more dramatic.
Yeah, thaumaturgy is the thing where you like pass your hand over the candle and they all go one by one.
Thaumaturgy is basically just for show.
Yeah, so is prestidigitation.
Yeah, but you can make your food taste nice with prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What, you can make your food taste holy with thaumaturgy?
Anyway, let's enter.
I can do that.
Magic
Great.
people, go.
Magic people, go.
Okay.
That's bad. That's really bad.
All right.
That's not.
So are you all stepping through this thick sheet of this black fog?
Yes.
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 Sure. I'll put my sword first. Just kind of wave it around.
Yeah, your sword goes through.
I'm also bravely in the middle.
Okay. This is wide enough for you to stand abreast, but are you standing in single file? How are you standing?
Let's turtle around Tristan, because if somebody sneezes, he's actually going to die.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
All right. So, as you step through, you are immediately met with the smell of fire. You are met with the clattering and clanging sounds of what seems like distant battle. You hear screams of both fervor and pain in the distance, and you can feel the heat. And you are in this corridor now.
But the room hasn't changed. The room looks still
The
the
roo-
same.
The room is filled with smoke. You can see flames flickering down the corridor. Some of the doors are open and have fire pouring out of them.
Oh,
How long
there's-
does it take to attune to an item, Stuart?
An hour. Along the floor, there are bodies.
that wasn't there a second ago.
These dwarven bodies, by any chance?
They are, yes.
Cool.
This is your fault, gun.
I take out my ring of fire resistance. Like, do we have like an hour?
I mean, I poke one of them with a scimitar. I mean, they don't care. Sorry. It's really rude. Sorry.
Can I juggle my attunements, please?
You notice that from looking at the closest body gun, this appears to be a Gordalgan, the sort of militia guard. These aren't the trained soldiers. These are the quick grab your sword out or your axe out your closet, don your armor, and get to kicking shins.
Is there anyone here I recognize?
No, not that you can immediately see.
There's no, like, clan insignias or anything?
No. Where their ancestor coins are, they're blank. Much like the ancestor coins on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Are we spending an hour? Because I'd really love fire resistance.
If you want to spend an hour to get fire resistance, I'll just sit there and stare at these bodies for an hour.
I'd like to do that, please.
Are you going back through the door?
Yeah, can we not be in the big murder room whilst we do this? Yeah.
All right. So as you turn around and go back through the door, you are met with a solid wall.
God damn it.
Cool.
Could have just said no, Stuart.
It's more dramatic this way.
I mean, at the very least, the first 10 minutes of that hour, we might have to spend staring at the bodies, but I can put the hut up so that you don't have to at least have them in plain view the whole time.
I mean,
I
there's
walk
still
I walk over to Tristan. I'd like put the ring of fire resistance in his hand. I'm like, maybe just holding it might protect you.
I mean, fair.
Listen, I can jump over most things.
So the smoke here is thick and is getting thicker. It's obviously the very high ceilings in here, but it is getting closer to you and it's beginning to sort of scratch at the inside of your throat.
Yeah, we should probably move through here. I don't want to be in here longer than I have to be.
Turning alive is not good, I hear.
I also give the ring back because I can choose to have resistance with the armor. Obviously not the whole time, but
That's true.
yeah. So I'm
Alright.
fine for the minute.
Did you make sure to restore the armor?
What do you mean by restore the armor? As in,
It's charges, right?
Charges.
oh, right, yeah, I did that.
Okay.
Because I haven't used them the last day that we were awake, so it's full now.
Okay. All right.
I guess we soldier on through the smoke then.
Yeah. So as you make your way through, you can see the scorched sides here, where something is obviously burnt across the very stone, and you can see the sort of black, like smog lines across the sides here. You edge your way around where the flames are coming out of these doors, and it's just a roaring inferno in there. One of them you go past, and you hear anguished screaming from inside. But you don't see anyone alive. Everyone there is dead or dying, and you can't hear them. Eventually, you see a couple of bodies that look like actual soldiers, look like guard. And you can tell they're dressed in much better quality armor. It's almost like half plate armor. They have specific helmets on, and among them you find someone wearing very specific armor, which has the edges are trimmed, gilded in what looks to be Norvin. Norvin is a dwarven alloy of mithril and adamantine. It symbolizes the dwarven connection between them and the elves, and it is worn by the Royal Guard.
I'd point this out to everybody.
Are these your people? Like, is this any dwarven stronghold, or can you...
They don't have insignia.
This Royal Guard is laying face down, by the way. Most of them, in fact, have been laying face down.
But we're playing through your memories, though, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. I'll roll the one over that, like, we're stood near.
Yeah. Is it the Royal Guard you're rolling over?
Yes.
So, as you roll it over, you are met this time with a face that you recognize, with ancestor coins that you recognize. This is Isdruk Heavy Iron of Clan Avalhar. This is your second cousin.
Yeah, like, as soon as I roll over and see his face, I'm like, oh, fuck. That's my cousin.
And as you roll it over, the face is distinct, but the eyes have been completely burnt out, and the interior of the mouth is scorched, and all of the beard around the mouth has just been burnt away, almost as if a fire has erupted from within inside him.
Fuck.
Is this what happened with... Did you see that happening? When...
I didn't see... No, I didn't see that happening. I mean, I told you, I didn't really get much chance to see anything before I was almost up against a wall.
Neither of these have been, like, exactly your memories, though, right? They're, like, kind of spun out like a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this place is testing your fears more than your memories. It's twisting your memories to accentuate your fears.
Mm-hmm.
The details are only, or at least a guess, the details only really exist when it's something specific to trigger a fear. Because most of these, a lot of what we've seen is blank. Up until this one significant individual, it's not.
Yeah.
So, by that logic, I don't want to say this isn't real because it's a possibility, but it's not real right now. This isn't what is here.
Yeah, this right here isn't real.
As you look back up from the body of your family member, things have a certain clarity to them now. The ancestor coins, they have faces on them. The corridors seem familiar. dreadfully so. As you stare upon very, very familiar ancestor coins.
Mhm.
The Avolhar clan ancestors watch down from above these doors now, which could only mean one thing lies ahead.
This place is morphing into my home. I know it's not real. It's not real. We just walked into a fucking mountain. This isn't real, but yeah.
So in your home, where would you need to go?
Well, to where I live, I guess. No.
I mean, look, we could feel the trees and stuff in the last one, and there's a lot worse than about like a campfire in here. It might not be real, but we should be careful.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen that this whatever this shit is manifesting things.
It can actually hurt us.
Yeah. This guy marched into a hold and took it over. If it's manifested even a quarter of that, then we've got to be careful.
I mean, how much did you know about this guy?
Nothing. Just showed up one day.
I mean, like, what he can do. Well, fear of the unknown is maybe the worst one, so let's be really careful.
Yeah.
I could send the bat, but I don't think it's much use. We see the ancestor coins as well now in the discs, right? No?
It's just gone.
Ah. Well, I could send the bat, but I don't think it would see much. I've never been...
I think it would get, like, heat stroke.
Do you want to look through the bat's eyes?
Yeah.
The bat sees an empty corridor. The same architecture, but no fire, no bodies. No one, actually. Not even your comrades.
Fair. Apparently we're not real either.
Huh.
That's not... No, we're real. Gun, don't it? That was a joke. And I punch her in the shoulder to prove it. Look, here.
All right, but look, it's clearly showing me shit to try and mess me up, right? It's trying to get in my head, the fear thing. I might need you guys to remind me that I'm not actually there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No worries.
Also, just in case this happens, if anything separates us from you, if you don't see us, if you think you're alone, you're not. I would give you a bigger bruise to remind you of that, but I don't think I can.
I mean, I can walk ahead if you want, so you can always see you're moving towards me.
Right, that can work, yeah.
Okay, I'll walk up in front of us.
All right.
Like a good, not super far, like 5-10 feet.
Okay, yeah. Just so you're like rounding corners first and things like that.
Yeah, dramatically.
Yeah. Okay. So as you make your way forward now, it's not long before you come to a corner. Gun, at this stage, you know exactly where you are. And you don't need Tilly to tell you what awaits around that corner.
She's probably going to, though.
And as you round the corner, Tilly, in front of you, you see in a great hollow is a large stone building, barrel-topped and wrought in a large amount of brass and bronze. Has two large chimneys coming out of one side of it, and what looks to be like a bulbous dome shape on one side. And the front has sort of an alcove, and to the side of it, there is an area which you can see what look to be almost like gutters coming out of the side of this building that lead into these great casting troughs. And you see a large, imposing blacksmith's anvil sat on a plinth with all of the blacksmith tools that you've seen in blacksmiths before, but much more grandiose around them.
Is it like lit? Is this an active forge?
No, it's not an active forge.
Okay, yeah, I just ducked back around the corner so everyone can see that I haven't fallen into a pit and died.
Yep.
There's a really big forge over here, Gun. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, it
It could be a
does.
house. It's really big.
It's my house.
You didn't tell me you lived in a forge.
I was a smith before this. I'm pretty sure. Did I mention that at some point?
Probably.
I don't actually think you have.
No, I think you. I mean, I knew, but
Right, but whether we know or the characters know is.
oh, now that you mention that, actually,
Anyway, it seems all quiet from what I can see.
All right. God, what's it gonna show me? Take a deep breath. Grip my axe, just as like an anchor point, and walk around the corner.
Okay. As you step around the corner, you feel the heat exactly as you remember it. You can smell the charring flames before you can see them. Billowing plumes of smoke which erupt from your ancestral home. That acrid smell of mixed metals and spilled tempering powder. As rounding the corner, you see your forge in flames.
Do I still see it like dark?
Yes.
Told you, all quiet.
Do I see or hear any people?
No. You can still hear that distant sound of battle,
Mm-hmm.
but there are no people.
I would like to slowly walk towards the burning building
Okay.
and like with the edge of my axe, like push the door open.
Yeah.
So, just in case, because I don't know if this fire is going to burn me or not.
There's a blast of flame as the backwash erupts out of it, and as you lean backwards for a moment, like a bit, you get a little bit singed, but nothing much. And as the fire dies back, you see within that inky black fog in the doorway.
I'll be like coughing my lungs up and with a hand up to protect my eyes. There's more fog in here. Just be careful, it's on fire.
can we see something different here?
To all of you, this forge is not. I was about to say unlit. It's
lit.
It's
very unlit.
Yeah, this forge is unlit. It's not in flames. It's quiet. It's put together. There's nothing strewn about.
This thing's calm as a stream to us, Gun.
All right, well, there's more black fog in here. So,
Let's move through.
yeah.
Do you want to fight it?
All right. So as you make your way through the door, Tilly, Namari, Tristan, you find yourselves on the other side. You look back and you can see the doorway you came from the entrance room. And onwards now, the corridor extends in a long passage of the same architecture you'd found when you first came in here. Gun. as you walk inside and through this shadowy fog, you find yourself on a plain. It is stone. And as you walk forward for a couple of steps before you realize the situation you're in, at the corner of your eye, you see something. A figure of shadows and what's this feeling of seething hatred.
I'll like spin around with my weapon.
As you spin to the side, your vision blurs for a moment as it comes to a stub of your party members.
Did you guys see that?
No, are you okay there, bud?
The shadow people thing.
Didn't see
No?
anything, man. Just empty hallways.
Shit. I felt like there was something there, right?
We saw
good.
everything in the first one.
I would like you to make a
Yeah.
wisdom save for me.
Oh
please.
boy.
I was about to cast Bless before. Okay.
Hey, so that is a very high number. That's a 3.
It's the magic number.
As your comrades talk to you now, you can't help but listen to the sounds of screaming and battle which seem to stay with you now. As you try and block them out, it just seems to addle your senses. And you can still hear that sound, that fateful sound of battle you heard all that time ago. And you have a point of insanity.
Oh no.
That sounds bad.
You have disadvantage on intelligence checks, perception checks, and investigation checks.
She's not going to notice that much then.
Oof.
Int, perception, and what was it?
Oh yeah, investigation, but that is already in. So yeah.
Cool. Great. But I feel like Gun's like pressing her hands to her ears and like.
Can we hear anything? Can we hear any of the battle as well?
Nope.
Just further off, or just nothing?
Just nothing. It's that quiet. You can still hear that omnipresent slight rumble of thunder from outside. So that, very faintly echoes down the corridors here. But you can't hear like the battle or anything like that.
And having, where are we now exactly? You mentioned corridor.
You are about 10 feet in front of where you were before you went through the first shadowy fog. You can look back and see the doorway back into the entrance room.
Mm-hmm.
You really haven't moved much.
So we're still kind of on the path up to what the bat saw.
Yeah. No. You've gone. The shadowy
And
fog.
now we went through.
Yeah, the shadowy fog has gone now, and you can see back into the entrance room.
Okay, we good.
Yeah.
I need to...
And it's not like the dwarven style anymore. It is the same interior architecture that you've been seeing in the rest of the interior of this mountain.
Okay.
Gun, what is it? You seem to be hearing something. We can't hear anything.
I'm hearing the screams, the fighting, the people dying.
It's not actually happening right now. It's. I mean, I can only imagine. It's very distressing, but it's not actually happening right now.
I know.
Whatever, just keep that in mind, please.
It's hard to hear Tristan over the gurgling screams of someone burning to death.
And I'm just focusing on Tristan for once, trying to listen to what he's saying, and just like nodding, like, oh, it's not real. It's not real.
I've done it.
United the party. All it took was a point of insanity.
That's what makes you like Tristan, when you're crazy.
She's losing her mind.
Today's gonna keep moving. I assume we have many stairs left.
There are no stairs. You got to the top of the stairs. You went through the corridor. You went through the doorway, and you're about 10 feet beyond that. And then you're in a long corridor, very tall, very wide.
Okay, yeah, I'm still gonna keep moving.
All right, just imagine that from this point onwards until the screaming stops, Gun is like shouting instead of normal talking. Someone's got headphones on.
Mm-hmm. Are you in the library?
Lead the way, Tilly.
Yep.
Let's keep moving.
I don't quite run off, but jaunty. I think this is feeling less serious to Tilly now. It only seems to be happening to Gun. And a weird selfish way she's kind of becoming an observer here.
So, as you make your way forward, you can feel there's a slight incline to where you are now. Not enough to labor you in any way, but enough to be noticeable when you actually think about it. You are going up. And it's quite some time before you... Excuse you, Carl. It's quite some time before you find yourselves at somewhere that seems different. Changing. It's hard to tell the exact length of time that's passed, though. But now you see the corridor opens up into a even larger corridor. It has stairs on either side that lead up to platforms, raised areas on each side. And the walls and floor are covered in slash marks, arrow holes, parts where bits have been broken away by what seems like maces and hammers, just battle damage everywhere. There are discarded weapons, spears, swords, axes, bows. There's bits of rusted armor and battered and splintered shields just all over the floor here, and walls. In the center, in the insides of the raised areas, you can see there are 6 statues of humanoid figures about your heights. Well, actually, a bit taller than you. I forget that not everyone makes their characters ridiculously tall like I do. They're about 8 feet tall. They're wielding great swords. They stood like that, holding great swords. They are androgynous in features. It's not specific whether they are intended to represent any particular sex or gender. But all of them are heavily battle damaged. You see noses are broken, parts of faces. There are slash marks in them. There are puncture holes in these things, and they are made of a different rock. It's this lighter, almost marble-esque rock to the much darker interior rock that you have seen.
I guess I'll take a closer look at some of them as we move through.
Are you moving through on the bottom or the tops?
I'll go for on the bottom. I'm very short. I don't have much energy to go climbing.
How big is the height difference between? How high up would we be?
Like a floor and a half.
Right.
12 to 15 feet-ish.
I mean, if someone wants to check down here, I can always go up there. Or are we sticking together?
Probably should stick together.
Okay.
Smart.
Okay.
I'll lead us through the bottom then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
can I ready a bless if something attacks, if something fucky happens?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could send the bat up the top.
We can. I'm just not sure if it's going to see anything. Looking through the eyes of the bat, is it again just a regular fucking room?
It looks exactly the same as when you looked through it this time. This is real.
Fair. Well, I can't focus on a spell and the bat, but it might be able to warn us if something is up there. So yeah, I'll have the bat fly up, but not look through its eyes.
I mean, it's not far up. You can see up there. You can Obviously, you'll not see the entire thing, but you can see the edge of some things.
Still, bat is flying up top.
All right. So the bat flies up to the top. So you're just making your way through next to where these statues are.
Yep.
I'd like to have a closer look at the statues as we obviously go by each one.
So as you walk next to them, they are there's 6 of them. There's 3 on each side, and they're in like alcoves underneath where these raised areas are. And as you get close, you can see that they are very, very lifelike. Despite the damage done to them, they are very lifelike.
Can any sort of race be determined that we're closer up?
Human?
Okay.
Just tall humans? There's no pointy ears or horns or tusks or anything.
I am suspicious. Susie is suspicious of these statues.
Did the androgyny look like an intentional part of the design, or just a byproduct of like making anonymous figures?
It seems like it was intentionally designed to have anonymous figures.
So yes to both.
It seems like it was important that they not represent anything specific.
Okay.
It is a lack rather than a...
So I'm about the second one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a purposeful lack of any gender expression.
This is my running animation.
Are each one are they pretty much uniform to each other, or are there any discerning markings between each statue?
Each of them has its own unique battle damage, but aside from that, they all seem to be the same.
Okay.
Oh, so the battle damage is a feature of the statue, not...
The statue and the room.
Oh, okay.
All battle damaged. Like, heavily.
Okay.
And there are slash marks in solid stone wall. And
Dear.
solid stone statue.
Bladed weapons or claw?
Bladed weapons, single strikes.
Well, that's good at least.
There are puncture wounds from arrows in thick stone. There are, axe marks. There are mace marks. There are spear holes.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Gun, that's a lot less distance into the stone than the last guy did. He went straight through the building.
I mean, silver linings are kind of everywhere. Well done. You found one.
10 gold says these statues come alive and kill us.
You're on.
Cool.
And gold against that, I think it's something else hidden.
Alright, let's keep going.
Do you see anything weird going on? Because chances are you'll see the weirdness and not us.
Do I see anything weird going on?
There's voices in your head screaming and yelling in pain as they die.
I think Gun will only see different things when we're in a strange brain zone. This is the real world.
Is it?
Is there another door on the outside of the side of this chamber?
Yes, there is.
We'll make our way straight for that door.
Okay. So as you get to about the second set of figures, I would like you all to make a perception check.
Cool, can't wait to try my disadvantage.
They all had really big swords, right?
Yeah, great sword's about double Tilly's height.
That's a D12. Yeah, but you
Still-
said there's arrow marks, so it can't be the statues.
I'm still focusing on the spell because I rolled 2.
Did you
That's
say
an 8.
Perception or investigation?
Perception.
That's a 22 from me, buddy.
That's a 20 from me, not natural.
Okay. So, two of you notice the smell and the feeling of your hairs beginning to stand on end as you smell ozone And a moment later,
Can I fucking dive on the floor, buddy?
yes, you can.
Can I hit the blast off on the other three?
You are unaware.
Can I try and heroically grab Gun and pull her out of the way of whatever's going on? I'm gonna make an attempt.
Okay, you can make an athletics check for me.
I do also yell duck as I do it.
Oh yeah, I'd yell out. Oh, this isn't just ordinary surprise.
This is all happening split second. Right now, the two of you, Namari and Gun, you are classed as surprised.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14 from me to try and move Gun.
How resistant do you think Gun would be to being manhandled by Tristan in a panic moment?
Aren't you being tormented by ghost voices right now?
Yeah,
What?
she's currently got ghost voices screaming in her head and people dying. She's seen her cousin dead on the ground, and suddenly a pair of hands are on her. She's not going to be like, oh, girl, where these hands are dragging me.
So 14 is probably not going to cut it.
I mean, I could roll an opposed check just to see
Yeah, go for
how
it. Roll an
not
opposed.
it's going to cut it.
Yeah, go on then. I don't think you can actually fail this.
I rolled a 19 on the dice.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's a 29.
Yeah. All right. So you, as Tristan leaps towards you and tries to pull you to the ground, you panic and freeze up and lock your muscles. As you do, you hear great bolts of lightning slam down into the raised areas. As you hear that the grinding sound of armor and weapons be very quickly swept up into where these lightning strikes hit. And I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Oh, I
we
thought we
take
were
gold.
gonna get electrocuted.
So far, I've rolled a 1, a 2, and now a 3, so that's a great start.
Well, by the end of the session, you'll be rolling a 20.
I can't
Yay!
believe I'm annoyed we didn't just get lightning bolted. Because I can backflip over those. Protracted combat, not so much.
Flips.
You're riding on a dolphin.
Doing flips and shit.
If only I could perform flips for my AC.
Okay. All right. Right, 25 to 20, please.
23.
23. 15 to 20?
19.
19. 10 to 15. 5 to 10?
5. I just rolled for the bat. Natural 20.
No, Lydia! That was your 120 of the night.
Shut up! So the bat has a 22.
Bat has a 22.
Go,
Yeah.
Bat, go!
It's gonna save us all with it some 1 hit point.
Get
Was
him,
the bat
Bruce.
upstairs
Yeah, it's fine. Probably. I don't know.
where the lightning bolts hit?
Oh, it's upstairs.
I'd like the bat to be Dex.
It literally has 1 hit point, Stuart.
No, it doesn't. We give it extra.
Oh,
It's got like
okay.
20 odd.
24.
Wow.
What save? Deck save?
Yeah.
15.
15? Oh, the bat's almost got more hit points than Tristan.
Wow. Rude.
Get done.
So, oh god, that was really badly done. What did you roll, sorry?
15.
15. Oh, so that's a success. So that is 15 points of lightning damage to the bat, halved down to 7.
Yeah.
As the bat is struck by one of these bolts of lightning that comes down from the ceiling. So, Tristan, you are up first. As you see up, as you look up now, you see there are 8 figures up there, 4 on each side. These constructs made of discarded pieces of bits of armor, parts plate, parts leather. You see it's this ragtag mix, but each of them is holding a bow as tall as you, and each of them has a spear. Basically, a spear locked into them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's getting a fireball up on one of the levels.
Okay. Left or right?
Left.
Left.
Why not?
All right.
If it's even either side, it might as well.
It is. So, what's your DC, please?
Up, I think. Because 17.
17. So that is 1 pass and 2 fails. 2 passes, 2 fails. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So that's.
And so, just for reference, that was on a 17 and a 19 with passes.
Okay.
And the fails were a 9 and a 11.
So I'm just getting on my d6s as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's some 6s in there. That's 28. 28 fire damage.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait, that's exactly average damage on a fireball.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So as you hurl the fireball up there, it erupts into the what color are you right now? Starting orange?
Black and orange, yeah.
Yeah, into this bright orange flame up there. This tiny speck of light erupts into this great flame, which just engulfs the entire side of this upstairs, washing you all with this heat for a moment. But you see, each of them stands there, looking a little singed. Some of the tassels and such on the parts of the armor is burnt off, but they seem okay.
Fair enough. And with my bonus action, I'd like to sort of recover from trying to shift gun and realize that was always going to be a terrible idea. And just kind of point wherever I was aiming for and try and find cover.
Okay.
Is there any sort of cover?
There's the alcoves where the statues are in.
I'd like to tuck in there, please.
Yeah, you tuck inside. Yeah, no problem. All right. So you tuck inside, like squeezing up next to a statue's like thigh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that will end your go, which brings us to the bat.
The bat.
The bat.
Well,
which is on the left or the right side. Because if it's on the left side, it just got fireballed, so it's probably on the right.
let's say it's on the right. Then.
Let's say it's on the right.
Let's say.
That's why I went for the left one, because I knew the bat was on the
Oh,
other
yeah.
That makes total sense. Yeah. It's gonna give whoever goes next advantage
Okay, on one of them up there.
on one of them.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So
General advice: pick the one that the bat is harassing.
So the bat, we'll say the bat is harassing the third one down. Because they're in 2 neat lines, very regimented looking. Gun, it is your turn. You are surprised, however. So that is the end of your turn. Which will bring us to their go. And each of them pulls back their bows and is going to unleash a hail of arrows.
I did say I went prone.
You did, so they have disadvantage against you. And only 2 of them can see you, Tristan. So let's do the 2 that are going to fire at you first, Tristan, because you just fireball some of them.
Do I have any bonus to my AC? Because
Yes, you do. You are behind cover, which gives you a +2 bonus.
Oh, that means I'm on a 19.
Is that covered gun?
No, the cover, it's the one he hid behind one of the statues.
Oh, yeah.
Each of them gets 2 attacks. Okay, good to know.
No.
So the first attack is a 25. The second attack is an 8. And then the second archer, that is a 9 and a 17.
1 hit, so I'll put in words the one that hit.
Okay.
That's 6 less than what you rolled.
To 19.
Oh, that is my AC at the minute. Oh well.
Okay, so that is this. That is.
I feel like these arrows probably do a big chunk.
They probably do spear damage.
So that is 15 points of damage, of piercing damage. As two of them land near you, a third one comes above your head. But as you look, as one comes towards you, you try and alter its trajectory using your bardic magic, just yelling profanities at it. But it slams into your side after breaking through a portion of this statue. It just slams into you, knocks you back against the wall, and for a moment you think you're pinned. But as you just grab hold of the speed, you feel it's managed to puncture your armor, but it's not going far as you think, and you manage to pull it out. Good. As it just clatters to the ground. Okay, so one of them is going to shoot you, Tilly. With disadvantage. The first attack is a lucky devil. 18 or a natural 20 it would have been.
Uncanny dodge.
It does hit you, yeah. Does 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it does. So you half the damage on this first one. 10. So that's 14 points of piercing damage. Halved to 7.
Okay.
And the second attack is a natural 1. So the first one slams into your back and you feel it shudder against you, and you spit a bit of blood as the second one just comes down right next to your head, just whoosh, and shatters part of the ground.
5 damage is nothing. It scratched me.
So 3 of shot, that's 5 left. 3 of them are shooting you, Gun.
Hey, sorry, Gun.
So first one is an 8 and a 24.
Yes.
Second one is a 22 and a less than 10.
22 hits.
Third one's is 26 and 22.
Yep.
That's 4 hits.
Cool.
You're not raging.
Nope.
First one is 7 points of damage. Second one is 17 points of damage. Third one is 14 points of damage. And the fourth one is 18 points of damage.
Ah, dang it, just knocked me out of triple figures.
Wow.
As you stand there, not entirely knowing what's going on, shrugging Tristan off as he runs behind something, you were just met with this barrage of these spear-like arrows that slam into you from both sides. And as they do, you are just filled full of holes by them. And as you drop down to a knee for a second from the sheer pain of all of them slamming into you at once, you look up and you see now clearly these figures aiming down at you.
Cool.
Which means 2 left to shoot them out.
You need it.
The first one is 24 to hit and an 18 to hit. Does the 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And the second one is a natural 20. And
The thing is, if I get hit by the first one, I will use the Misty Escape immediately to teleport away, so the second one would not actually hit anything because I'm invisible as well.
Right, so the second one would shoot you. The first one would shoot you go invisible, which means the second one can't shoot you, so it shoots someone else. Okay. So
Sorry.
The first one will do 17 points of piercing damage to you.
Yikes.
And then it will shoot Tilly instead, the other one. As you...
Thanks, Damari.
As you
Welcome.
and vanish somewhere. Are you going up? Or are you going along?
Can I get some cover in there somehow?
The only real cover here is by pressing yourself up against the walls, the base of the higher walls.
I don't
want
to get too far away because I only have Cure Wounds as a healing. I need to be there for that.
Yeah.
Ranged attacks have disadvantage if you lie down on the floor.
Right, you just vanish and reappear just in the same space, just flat out.
There are tactical upsides to flanking.
Yeah.
Just curled up into a ball going.
Well, while you decide where you go, Tilly, the disadvantage one is a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Pretty sure that number is higher than my DC.
And the second one, the disadvantage is a 19.
Yep, just fuck me up, Chief.
Double eights. So that is 20 points of piercing damage on the first shot.
Oh, that one's a little bit more than a paper cut.
And the second one is 11 points.
Also, still kind of chunky.
As the two more arrows slam into you, as one of them pivots their aim at the last second after going to shoot Namari, as she vanishes, one of them pivots, bam, slams two arrows into you.
I will stay down there because up there there's two rows of dudes, right?
Yeah, one on either
Left, one right. So going up would.
Yeah. All right. So that one end there go, which brings us to Tilly.
Cool. I pull these arrows out of me for a
Yeah.
start. That seems
like this.
seems like a good first option. And shout, "Thanks to Mari." How far away are the closest one of these figures? Because they were upstairs, right?
Yeah, they're 15 feet up from you.
And what's the locomotion situation there? Is it stairs? Is it a ladder?
Stairs at the ends of the corridor on either side.
So I'm a country mile away.
Yeah. It's all 15 feet up, straight up.
I mean, Tilly, never really into basketball. Can't jump that well.
What? You ever really... wait.
I used to have the climbing thing, and then we got rid of it because I never used it. Is there stuff I can hide behind if I spend, my turn sprinting towards these stairs?
No. I mean, yes, you could hide behind the wall. So only half of them could shoot you?
And I could do it on the floor.
Yeah, you could. So you could, stand up.
Oh,
Standing up uses 15 feet of your movement.
Okay, so I've already used 15, is what you're saying.
Yes, you've used 15 to stand up.
And how much total would it take me to get to the closest boy?
The closest boy, where you've got to run all the way to the end of the room, so 60 feet there. And then you've got to run all the way back, so another 60 feet. So 120 feet in total.
Are the stairs is there space underneath them, or are they flat stone?
It's flat stone.
Damn, so I can't hide under the stairs either.
Imagine it's two, what's rhombus? Is that a rhombus? Where it's flat, slanted sides, larger bottom, like a pyramid with the top cut off.
What about these columns I heard about earlier?
No columns. There's
Okay.
there's alcoves. There's the 6 alcoves where these 6 statues are in.
I'm small. Can I not hide in that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will go to the one closest to the stairs.
That's only about 5 to 10 feet in front of you. These alcoves are clustered around the center of this area.
That's kind of grim.
It's
I guess I will run to the stairs using a dash as my bonus, and as the rules befit me, I will lie on the floor.
you get up, you dash, and you jump down, and flatten yourself down as best you can.
I guess for dramatic purpose, the going prone happens as the arrows are hitting me.
Yeah. All right. So
It's a dive, not
it's a dive. Yeah,
not
you're
planking.
dolphin diving. All right. Well, we'll go next on the initiative order after a quick break, because I just got to go do something quickly. So we'll have a quick break and then we'll be back. All right.
Hello.
Welcome back. We're going to get on with the next order in the initiative. One second. Jesus. Okay. That's a lot of dice.
That's what you want to hear.
We're accidentally been healed all this time instead, right? So it's a good thing that there's more dice.
These are healing arrows.
15. You take 29 points of damage as out of nowhere the statue that you're hiding behind comes alive and runs you through with its great sword.
Fuck, I owe you 10 gold.
I dodged a bullet there.
Same.
I'm in the money.
How much did you say? 29?
29 points of slashing.
I'm still up, technically.
Well, the second attack.
Oh, go on then.
We're gonna die in this hallway.
The second attack is oh, Jesus Christ. 28 to hit.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Bye bye, Tristan. Tristan, bye bye, Tristan.
That's 10 plus 15 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. And then the statue steps out of the alcove, wielding its greatsword. The only statue that steps out of the alcove.
The statues were caught up in the battle damage as well, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Which will bring us to Namari.
So,
Where did you fly to when you turned invisible?
not far off of where I originally stood because I didn't want to go up to be away in case someone goes down. Basically, Namari's about to prepare a super aggressive attack. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tristan.
Tristan! Can I get to him with movement, regular movement?
I just need to clarify something a second. Did you say regular movement or did you say reggae movement?
Both.
Because the reggae movement get to Tristan. Get through.
As someone who has been called Bob Marley for most of her white girl dreadlock life, I resent. No, I said the word resent that statement.
How many magpies have you had? Has it been 3 little birds?
Anyway, we're healing Tristan.
Yes, you can get to Tristan.
Can I attack the DM instead?
You already do every week.
That's true. That's actually fair. God damn it. Yeah, I can't even finish off anything else. It's like, yeah.
To get to Tristan, however, there is something here. I just remembered. You will have to walk through the zone of control of one of this statue.
If it helps, Namari, if you have like something good you could do instead, I have the Ring of Spellstorming, so I can.
Cool. You've got a healing word in there, isn't that true?
Yeah.
I mean, all my attacks are weak as fuck because someone decided to go cleric.
I mean, they're magic, which is probably like useful.
Yeah, I can also. If I fairy fired someone, how many would I get into that?
I changed my mind. I'm not healing Tristan. I have a cooler thing.
What?
Well, it's fine. He can do 1 round of dying.
I mean, maybe he can't. You don't know what they're
We'll
gonna
find out together.
Okay.
20 foot cube. Can I get on one side where?
Sorry, you cut out for a second there for me. How big is the area?
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. You could get all of them on one side.
Yeah. So the side, because that was the original plan as well. The side where Tilly is attacking. So
The left, I believe, you're pretty much all focusing on at this stage.
yeah, so Tilly can get advantage in that.
Okay, so that is a dex save, yeah? Okay, so first one is a... tell me what, just to make it quicker, what's your DC?
15.
15, okay. So that's a 9. That is an 11. That is a 14 and a
Yay.
6. All 4 fail. So
Bro.
each of them is covered in this pale bluish tinted dust that's like almost like scatters across them, almost like morning dew.
Okay. Fuck them up, Tilly! And I'll stay near Tristan just in case anything gets to him and attacks him or statue.
Yeah, gotcha.
Curb stomp.
But you're not going to go into the zone of control of the statue?
Not yet, no.
No, okay. All right. That will end our turn, which brings us to the top of the round. Mr. Bleed Out. Show us
Grace
what
us
you...
with a death save.
That was a positive one. That was a 16.
Nice. So mark that. Which brings us to the bat.
Ah, yes. Who's after the bat?
Gun.
Okay. Doubt gun will... Yeah. That is on the right-hand side, still distracting. Can the bat come down to distract in any way the control statue so there's no chance?
No, unfortunately
It's
not.
always just the next one in the order, right?
No, it's the next one. Actually, hold on, help action. I have rules here. Oh, damn it, I pasted names over the help action. So it's like things you can do in combat. Joffrey. Can someone please look up the help action?
Yeah, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform the task.
Yeah, or you can do it on an
Or
enemy.
you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you.
Right, that's
Feign
right.
distract.
So the way it works, okay, is that when I've remembered now. You.
It's it's ally targeted, so it doesn't have to be the next person.
No, it's you pick a person. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to think, and then you said different. Never mind. No,
that's guiding bolt is like that. Guiding bolt is the next person to hit it.
it doesn't matter. It is gonna help whoever gun is gonna attack because Tilly already has advantage on her side.
Okay. I'd imagine Gun will be going for the thing that she can hit with all her attacks, which is the big boy. Okay. All right. So the stone statue. All right. So that will bring us to you, Gun.
I'm gonna go to the big boy that stabbed Tristan.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hit it a lot.
Go for it.
And hey, because this is a big stone statue, does all my attacks being siege damage kick in?
Consults the rules. I'm gonna do something really clever on my turn still. Be very impressed how smart I am.
Have you got the? Wait, it's right behind you. I can see it. The Taldari guide. Grab it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it. Ooh. No, wait, no,
No,
you're wrong
that's
one.
Mutants and Masterminds. Wrong one. Wrong one.
No, other side. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, tug it. Give it a tug. Whoa. Way. Check the Juggernaut, because I do believe there's something which applies if it is a construct.
I believe so. Let me double check. Where the frick? No, Cobalt Soul. Juggernaut.
Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of the
Ooh,
kick.
your melee attacks against creatures of the construct type deal an additional 1d8 weapon damage.
Boom, there you go.
Oh, that was a good sound.
There we go. I knew there was a rule.
Sick. Right, let's hit this bad boy.
All right, go for it. 2 attacks.
I am going to be reckless. As you know, hearing the screams of your dying king will do that to you.
Yes. This statue is nude, but is made of stone. Just for a reference on AC.
Uh-huh. That is a 27 to hit.
There, that'll hit. Never mind. I didn't need to give you a reference. Christ.
That's one of my d12s. That's a d12 plus a d8. Hit. Bam. 19 slashing on the first.
19 slashing on the first one, yeah.
And I shall hit it once again. And I raged. Just...
Did you add the extra damage from your rage to that 19?
Yes. So it would be a 16 otherwise.
Okay.
But I am raging now.
Well, you needed to rage to reckless, so...
Yes. There we go. So it's still a 19.
At this point, I just assume that you rage.
Yeah, same. That's why I didn't say it. That one is a 30 to hit. Wait. Oh no, I don't crit on a 19 yet.
Oh. Whatever, I don't think.
Whatever. I shall find a way.
That's a fighter thing.
Shut up. It's me thing now.
It's a fighting.
And that is 20 on the second hit.
Alright. Are you adding the additional d8 to these?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm not rolling well.
Yeah, I can tell. So as the two swings of your axe clatter into this, you add 2 more marks of the battle damage here as you carve chunks of stone out. But this creature is unflinching, unmoving against your blows.
Yeah, well,
It's
make a strength saving throw, statue.
It automatically succeeds.
Well, I pushed it anyway. Made me feel better.
It can't be moved by any mundane or magical means.
But can it be moved by music?
You just call gun mundane.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you call gun mundane?
Well, technically the axe is magic, so I call it gun magic.
Damn right. I shall stand protector over Tristan's fallen form.
Okay, you stand over... Well, you stand as close as you can to Tristan without getting
Squishing
whacked
him.
by a greatsword.
Yeah.
That will bring us to the archer's go. And as you hit the creature, each of these archers, as if in unison, move and aim at you, Gun.
Sick.
I'm fucking dead. I reckless. Oh no.
I'm taking
Reckless attacked?
defensive.
Okay. Roll
I'm
20.
so dead.
You're raging. You'll be fine. Big baby. It's be like pins.
I can't die. We're on my storyline.
Okay, so that's 20 to hit, 20 to hit. 7 to hit,
Uh-huh.
7 to hit,
Uh-huh. The 7s don't hit. The 20s do.
20 to hit, so that's 3 hits. That's a miss. That's a hit. 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 That's a hit.
Should have left that statue alone.
1, 2.
Wait though, I thought the bow people would have fought the statues.
Come on.
Is there an off button? We found this. There's got to be a big off switch, right?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 16 miss. So that's 10 hits.
Cool.
So let me just do 20d8.
It'll be hard.
Plus 10.
Plus modifiers.
Plus 10 times.
Ooh, yikes.
So that is 139 points of piercing damage, halved to 70.
I'm still alive.
Jesus, gun.
I look like a.
fucking hedgehog.
As these 8 archers turn, each of them pulls back their bows and just unleashes 2 arrows towards you, and you are slammed from both directions by them. One of them catches you in the leg and just knocks you sideways for a moment before you're hit and spun around by another one as you're just peppered with these things. But you stay standing, and you are just a bloody mess right now.
I'm in the infinite Tsukuyomi again.
It's just like, wait, I gotta make a Bleach reference for Stevie. This is like Black Coffin.
Who? Sorry? What?
Hado number 88, I believe.
What is this? Is this one of
It's
those cartoons?
Yeah, it's one of
Kura,
those.
see? Kura Hitsugi, yes! Oh, number 90. Sorry, my apologies.
Weeps.
Look, Stevie is with us in our hearts.
My brain just went.
That's the only place it's going to be if these arrows keep up.
That's going to bring us to Tilly.
So maybe a little later than it would have been super helpful. I'm going to use the ring and cast Warding Wind.
Okay, on who? Is it around you?
Yeah, around me, of course.
Okay.
So there's a strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around me in a 10-foot radius and moves with me, remaining centered on me. The wind lasts for the spell's duration, which is concentration up to 10 minutes. I did not notice that it was concentration. But most importantly, off this list of bullshit that it does, the attack rolls of ranged weapons have disadvantage if they pass in or out of the wind.
Yes. And then are you going to run up there so you're stood in amongst them?
Hell yeah.
All right, good to know. Because that
maybe-
was your action to cast that. So.
Maybe would have Warding Wind turn 1 might have been a little bit more helpful.
So you're stood amongst the ones on the left. You're swirling around. This wind swirling around you is buffeting against them.
Anything useful I could do with my bonus here?
You would have to dash to get you up there.
Okay.
It's 60 feet. So.
I will at least try and position myself so that I can use one of these archer boys as cover against the others.
Yeah. So you're like hiding behind the leg of one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How sturdy do these look?
They are made of armor with a core of lightning.
This is a 20 mile per hour wind.
Yes. They are held together by
Magic.
strong electromagnetic forces.
Oh, I'm
I'm
gonna
not quite
hit.
sure how they work.
I'm gonna hit them with a metal weapon, and that's not gonna be good.
Yeah, but how do they work?
Fucking maggots.
Okay, which is going to bring us to the sword boy, which is going to strike at Gun.
You'll be fine.
Oh my god, I just rolled 2 natural ones.
What did I say?
But he gets 3 attacks.
Your old pal Briar out here handing you those natural ones
19,
Yeah.
and 19s.
20, not natural. Okay, it's got more than half hit points, which means it does this. 20 points of slashing damage, half to 10.
Okay.
That's nothing to gun.
You lucky devil. I rolled 5 total on 4d6. Plus 5, 10 points. Reduced to 5.
Okay. I'm still alive. Still alive.
As the blades just come in, you deflect the first one, haggardly standing there, barely keeping yourself up in your rage. But your axe goes wide to the side from the force of the blow, and you just see as it just carves an X into you with these great blows that leave these welts open in front of you. And you just look up at this unyielding, unmoving face of this creature in front of you. But it is Namari's turn.
I'm going to attack the statue so it's not completely focused on Gun.
Okay.
With 2 Eldritch Blasts. And I'm continuing my dice luck, as is always the case. Can we have Nis back? Because Nis rolled really amazing.
I hate to dissuade you from leaping to the aid of our good friends, but do you remember what happened last time someone hit that statue?
Well, Susie is still hitting that statue, no?
Probably.
I mean, I'm gonna on my next turn.
I thought that was this... How many people are down there with us then?
All of you are down there except me.
No, I mean...
One statue with the sword down there.
There's one sword statue,
Yeah,
but
and that's the one you were...
yeah, but all the bows, as soon as I hit the statue, focused on me and did like 100 and odd point of damage. So if you hit it, they're gonna focus on you, and you're gone.
That's fair. That's the bows of the archers that are already going to shoot at us, though. Right?
Yeah, but previously they all shot at gun because she
Yeah.
hit the.
So it's either all gonna shoot at me or all gonna shoot at all of us. Am I wrong there?
I don't know, it just depends if you want to become the focus of the next attack from the archers.
See, what I was thinking is I can use the shield as a reaction, which gives me +5 to AC, and if they all shoot at me that way, then there's a bigger chance that I am okay.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah.
That was my thinking.
Alright.
Might not work.
Go for it.
And the statue is attacking us anyway, right?
The big one with the sword. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Get it.
well, see how much getting there is. 19 and 13.
On these Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
The 19 will hit, the 13 will miss.
Cool. 14 force damage.
14 force damage. Wow, that's a. All right, and as the Eldritch Blast slams into it, she bursts a chunk out of the side of the statue. Each of the archers turns and laser focus on you. 4 of them are obscured by this blustering wind emanating from Tilly's ring.
Yeah, it's real windy in here now, by the way, folks.
They're also still fairy fired. You
Yes.
might want to attack them at some point.
I had to do the wind first.
The wind. All right, so that will end your go, which brings us to Bleed Out Boy.
Would it be a 9?
That's a fail.
God
I'll
damn
say-
it, stop dying, Tristan.
It's fine.
All right. That will bring us to the bat.
The bat is... I mean, are you going to attacking the statue afterwards, or what was your plan, Gun?
To be honest, don't really have one. I hit
Fair.
things, that's what I do. That's
I
like,
don't really have one, says the porcupine of spear arrows.
hitting things is kind of like...
If I survive this, the bat is going to give me advantage next time.
Okay, go for it. All right. That is going to bring us to Gun.
Sorry, I was just writing a very good dunk on Tristan in chat.
Can you just take a healing potion, get him up or something?
Oh, shit, we have healing potions.
Do I have one?
I do. What about you?
Damn dirty hoarder.
I have one.
We handed one out, at least like
Yeah.
everybody had one, right?
Yeah.
Is it written down on your sheet?
I don't know, there's a lot written on my sheet.
You definitely I gave everyone a healing potion unless you've used it already.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have one unless A, we shared them out, or B, I stole it from someone. And there hasn't been any healing potions I could
Is there
steal.
one on Tristan that you could use?
Yeah, alright, yeah, I'll grab Tristan's potion and shove it in his face.
Big ass tusks.
Yeah, I was gonna make him into drinking horns, and I did one and put it on Namari when she died that one time. She was cursed.
Oh yeah.
You have that written down, but not a healing potion.
Look,
Hey, tusks are important.
they are drinking horns, man.
Does that mean I now have that tusk?
Yeah,
It's inside you. No, it's not.
it's all carved and shit. With like dwarven stuff on it, and runes that say Namari.
Oh
Is it like that? Is it like the whole Chinese writing thing where it actually says like pancake?
No,
she's a fucking dwarf. She knows how to make dwarven runes.
I hope so.
speak my own language, you fuck.
Yeah, but she's also a gun and therefore likes to fuck with people.
True.
Wow, I offered it in a moment of please stop being cursed. It was a nice thing to bring her soul back from the cursed realm.
Also, Tristan is dead currently, so shut up.
It
Yeah.
definitely says penis.
Namari would like that though, because it's funny. But regardless, I'm going to feed Tristan this potion and maybe smash it through his teeth as I do so, to teach him
That's
a lesson.
rude, because I have a plan.
Okay.
I'm more scared now.
Is it 2d4 plus 2, the normal potions?
Yes, it is. Thanks to my handy dandy list right here on my Dungeon Master screen.
You have 7 hit points, Tristan.
Heck yeah,
Don't
boy.
waste them.
It's not. Oh,
And as my
Ooh.
Bonus. Maintain my rage. I just like jiggle one of the spears that's stuck in me a bit. Yep, that hurts. I'm still mad. Let's go. I don't know.
You've been hurt since your last turn. You're fine.
Well, yeah, it's our piece too. God.
She's still Boromir to fuck.
Yeah, I am.
All right, so
No, wait.
now seen Bean, or is it Sean Bourne?
Bean Son.
Bean Son.
Sean Baan.
All right,
Move on from here.
so all of the archers now strike at you, Namari.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So the first 4 have disadvantage. That is a 14.
Nope.
That is a 11.
Nope.
Sorry, the first 8 have disadvantage because 2 attacks each. That's a 9.
Nope.
12.
Nope.
Natural 1.
Yes.
14.
Nope.
15.
Nope.
Last one with disadvantage. 20. Not natural.
Is that with disadvantage? 20,
Yes.
not natural. Shield comes up. No.
Okay. So your shield is up. Next 8. 16.
Remember
Nope.
to roll some of them with disadvantage.
I've rolled all the disadvantage ones. There was 8 shots with disadvantage from the Wadding Wind. One of them would have hit.
But shield. So now my AC, because it lasts until my next turn, is 22.
Okay. 22.
Yeah.
And a 6. Oh, sorry, an 8. Sorry. 22.
Yeah.
You jinxed it now. Last lot. 23.
Fair.
I didn't read out the ones that missed. So
Cool.
There's like 3 more that have missed.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
3 out of what?
3 out of 16.
Hey. You fucking rolled max damage, didn't you?
Yeah. So 8 and 8 and 7 and 7. Uh, 54 points of piercing damage
Mm-hmm.
as these slam into you.
That's a lot. Just want to put that out
It's
there.
still up.
Okay, I don't need to use my bonus.
But you watch as many of the arrows are caught in this wind gusting around and are flung into random places. You see as they slam into walls and you see bits fall down and they just clatter across this area here from the might of the wadding wind. Which is going to bring us to Tilly.
Let's hit some folks. That's
Yep.
the old saying that they told in my town. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit the one in front of me with my sword.
Those Sackville Touts.
I cannot sneak attack because I do not have advantage, which is
You-
problematic.
You do
Oh.
have advantage.
Oh, shit, yeah, I do.
Technically, I was hit with fairy fire, but individually, I don't know if I have to make a
Yeah, make,
natural 20 for all of it, or if
no. Make
individually-
free saving throws. Because it's half for each of them.
Okay.
I have a backup plan for at least one of them. If we
What's-
keep focused.
What do I have to get?
It's a con save.
Yeah, but what do I have to?
Your roll is different for each of them.
Okay. Do you remember them all? Because I don't.
Yes, I write down my damages individually.
One is 17.
Yeah, that's a pass.
The other one is 15.
That's a pass.
And this one is 21.
That's a pass.
You still have advantage on all of them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's clobbering time. I'll hit it with my sword.
Okay, this one is the one that failed one of the saving throws. If you're hitting the first one, right?
Yep.
First one you come to.
I assume they're stood in a line.
They are, yeah.
So that's gonna be a 21.
That's a hit.
I should still roll with advantage even if the first one would hit. Okay, the second one was lower, so 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my dice and roll 20 if you don't mind, because there's too many of them.
Too many dice.
Yeah. And this is just a regular attack, not my booming blade.
Okay.
I don't assume these archers are going to chase me, funnily enough. So this is a total of 7d6 plus. Does the fire damage matter here?
No, just stick it all together in big one.
Okay.
Gunhild is almost dying. Susie is posting memes.
That's 31 damage.
31 points of damage. All right. So as your scimitar comes in, did you booming blade this?
No.
No. All right. As the scimitar comes in, the flames licking off it, being carried around you by the wind, it just catches the underside of the torso of this figure, and as it cuts through the leather armor, you hit something inside, and as you do, the figure just the lightning holding it together just stops, and the entire set of armor just collapses to the ground around you. You narrowly miss the helmet as it plunges down, tang, next to you.
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move up to the next one.
Okay.
And I will take a bonus action to 2-weapon fight.
With your dagger.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab it with my remaining desert glass dagger.
Yes.
Because I lost one at some point. I don't know what I did with it.
You yeeted it at a ghost pirate.
That does sound correct. And that is that's a 28 on the first. I'll check the advantage. It was a 3 on the second dice.
Yeah, it hits.
This is much, much less damage, though.
But damage it is.
Yeah, I could make this... I could use my superiority d6 in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I call that after. So yeah, I'll make this a trip attack.
Okay. So that's strength saving throw.
Let me check. I think it is. Yeah.
It falls over, it does.
Why would it roll?
A 3.
Yeah, it's on its ass. It also takes 6 damage. Oh, actually, no. 7 damage.
7 points of damage? All right.
Yeah, these desert glasses were +1s, right?
Yes. So as you catch it on the underside, you hook your dagger in a piece of leather wrapping around this like shin guards to this lightning core, and you just pull it up, and as it does, the entire figure goes unsteady for a second and then slams to the ground. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I will stay where I am.
All right.
Feel
So
safe.
that will end your turn, which will bring us to Swordy Boy, who's going to turn around, hold the sword, 2 hands, and just unleash on Yugen.
Come on, man.
24?
Yeah.
21?
Yeah.
21. Uh, 18, halved to 9.
Okay.
Moved. 19, half to 9.
I am unconscious.
And so the third strike will go towards Tristan instead. Four to hit.
It's a what to hit, sorry?
24.
Yeah, no, that's...
I had 4.
Yeah, so did I for a second. I was like, what? Yeah, can I cut in words that now that I'm awake? I forgot to do that for
Yes,
you.
you can.
I'm sorry, but...
Yes, you can.
Haha, that's 8 less.
8 less. That brings it down to 16.
Which will miss.
All right.
By
so,
1.
as the 2 blade strikes, the first one slams into Gun, and as it brings back, it comes in for the second one and spins it around underhand, and you just see Gun's head goes back for a moment as this spurt of blood comes out and Gun collapses down. And as Gun collapses over just the top, perfectly over the top of her, as she falls, the blade comes, but you immediately throw out your hand, yelling a magical incantation, and the blade wavers and wobbles for a moment and sails over your head, slamming into the side. That's good. Namari.
I'll heal gun. Don't worry about it.
It's more general sigh in everyone's direction. You are still better off doing the attacking because you're actually up there with the archer boys.
I mean, I can only sneak attack once a turn, so
Yeah, still. It's more than my Eldritch Blast, like 10, 15 damage, if at all.
I mean, I don't get my attribute on the 2-weapon attack. It's a D4 plus 1.
But you down 2, right?
No, downed,
I knocked one prone.
killed one, knocked one prone.
Knocked one prone.
You still did like most of its hit points in one hit.
And
Yeah, but I have 1 superiority dice on this gun then.
No, I mean like on the sneak attack, you did most of its hit points in one hit.
What were you saying, Jim?
that side of the wall as well that Tilly's on is the opposite. Is that the same side that were fireballed?
Yes.
Right, okay. So the other side are pretty much still fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's a second side.
I will take Gun's unconscious body and dimension door away.
Okay, forward or backwards?
Is there like what we can't just leave the area, right? We can't just leave the room and go through.
Yeah. Door's open at your end.
Okay. I will dimension door just behind that door to that door so the archers can't hit us.
Okay, so like behind like the doorway of it basically. So
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
in the other corridor.
Because I don't have to see where I'm going. I just need to.
So you
Sure.
just appear over there with Gun's body. Yeah, you just sort of touch it and this doorway opens and swallows you in
And hope that there's nothing worse behind.
We'll get to that. Okay. So, Namari, as you arrive on the other side, you breathe a sigh of relief for a moment that you're out of reach, and as you turn and look, you see standing there in this small a small antechamber is a 30-foot tall statue wielding this great spear in one hand. It is this horned creature wearing these very elaborate looking plate armor with flowing robes over the top and a large shoulder pad. It's holding his great spear in one hand. The other hand is outstretched and you can see what seems to be a symbolic form of casting some form of magic in it.
Is it moving yet?
It's not moving. It's made out of the same lighter stone as the other statues. So.
I will just. You better fucking stay at the statue.
Tristan.
Okay. A bit of clarification with how close the statues are to the top where the lightning armor dudes are. Are
Okay.
they within 40 feet of each other?
Yes, but they're on different levels. So you're at the bottom here. 15 feet up is the top, where there is the 4 on each side. It is 20 feet across between each side.
I'm just wondering, with an effective range of a 40-foot cube, could I hit the statue and the...
4 of them, yes.
That's fine.
What is it you're trying to do?
Slow them all down.
Oh, slow.
Yep.
Pretty handy.
Okay.
So
Yes.
it's a wisdom save for up to 6 creatures that I choose within that 40-foot cube.
Okay then. Yeah. So that is. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
5.
If it's not a 17, no.
That's a 9. That's a 6. That's a natural 20. That's 2. And the big guy. That's a 2.
Cool, I can now move away from him without any worry because they can't take reactions either.
Yes. So all of them slow down.
I would like to start making my way towards the door at the other end of the room, and with how much of my movement I could get to there, because I have to stand up as well. Wherever I end up, I would like to use the armor to take the dodge action for the rest of the round.
Yeah, okay. So the armor shudders for a moment and obfuscates your form.
Mhm.
All right. So that will bring us to the bat. You're muted, buddy.
Billy already has advantage. So the bat will stay in the room so I can look through its eyes in case, but sort of try and fly up so it's not too much in range of anything. I know they have bows, but yeah.
Okay. So it's just like flying high up. Yeah.
Surveillance, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So that will bring us to Gun. You are unconscious still.
I'm Dean, so I need to make a death save.
Yep.
How bad?
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Don't you dare.
This is your quest?
So let's just mark down 2 failures right there, shall we?
It's my quest. I can
Die
die.
if I want to. Die if I want to. You would die too if it had to.
Then we have to turn around and come back through the Hall of Arrows.
Okay.
I don't want God's blessing.
Is the archers go. So, all 7 of them are going to attack you, Tristan.
Only how many are slowed?
Well, 3 of them are slowed, and
3 of them are windy.
And all of them have disadvantage against you because you're taking a dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And
So,
my reaction has reset, so I might be able to cut in words again.
all right, so let's do the slowed ones first because they only get 1 attack each.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 10 to hit.
No.
That is a that is a 9 to hit. The overroll, by the way, was a natural 20. So,
Oh my god.
and that one is a 15 to hit.
No.
All right, so now the non-slowed ones. I'm going to get some more d20s out.
Too bloodthirsty to do these ones in Roll20.
It took me more time to do them in Roll20. Okay, so first archer. Let's take the 2 lowest. So that is a that is an 11 and an 8.
No.
Second archer, so there are 4 more left of these. That is a 6 and a 7. I like it. That is a 19 and a 21.
Yeah, both of those will hit. There's no point me doing a cut in words. I have 7 HP.
Okay. So, Tristan, as you're running away, your armor is buzzing and humming, trying to protect you, and you see as arrows miss their mark before you hear the slick sound of one slamming into your back as you black out. And Namari, you watch as gun is like bleeding everywhere in front of you. You look up for a second as Tristan just goes. Poof.
Fuck, Slow has disappeared.
Slow has disappeared, yes.
This is problematic.
Tilly.
How far away is the door and how far away is Tristan?
The door is about 70 feet away from you. Tristan is about 60.
Okay, right, so let's think about this. If I bonus action dash, I have 70 feet of movement.
Okay.
When you are moving with someone you have grappled, it uses double movement. So I would be able to move the 60 foot to Tristan and then only 5 of the remaining feet to the door. But I'll give it a go.
Okay.
So yeah, I fucking do one.
So you run. You're strong. You can grab Tristan. Tristan's a noodle.
Yeah.
So you run, grab
I'd
hold
like
of
to see him
Tristan,
with the grapple.
grab hold of Tristan by just like the cape, and just haul him back 5 feet.
Yeah, and that's all my shit.
All right.
Get
So
that
you are
bonus.
just in the doorway here
Oh,
now.
actually, I didn't take an action, did I?
No, you didn't. Grabbing Tristan would be the action.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and lure you into letting me run as an action.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tristan is something you can't object interaction, Tristan. And that will bring us to the big guy who sees you all running this construct, and you see as it hefts its sword up, and so it's holding it backwards, flips it around so it's holding it backwards.
Oh, fuck off.
Throws it at you.
Well, it has disadvantage.
Let's have disadvantage.
I'm gonna go ahead and uncanny dodge this as well if it hits.
Why don't I just have an image though of just like Tilly throwing Tristan in the way of the sword? Well, he's unconscious anyway.
That's my uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Rolled a natural 20 and a 19 on disadvantage.
You fucking better.
That is 28 to hit.
No. Weird, that just doesn't hit.
Thank God you had that disadvantage. Oh, lordy, Miss Claudie.
Uncanny dodged. Don't do this to me.
That is 28 points of slashing damage, half to 14.
Okay, yikes, ouch.
And I would like you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh, no. Ooh, this is a spirit in the works. That was an accident. That is a 16.
Okay, so as you are pulling Tristan back, you look up and this sword goes, strikes you in the chest, hits the ground behind you as it impales you through and lifts you up. And you are on the sword now, as it is straight through your chest.
Do I not slide down it?
You will at some point.
This
You need to bleed a bit more first
is
to get that friction. You're the lubricant.
Mm-hmm.
Namari.
Cure wounds.
On gun.
Of course.
Yeah.
She will come back to consciousness with a tirade of swear words in Elvish.
You speak Elvish?
Not that.
It's this really beautiful, flowery sounding language coming out of Namari's very,
Angry face.
looking thing.
Hey, folks. I know you're having fun healing there on the other side of the door, but we have a situation.
Yeah, she wasn't one.
Tilly's like, oh.
And I need a strong barbarian to drag you guys out, because I'm not going to do it on 11.
How big is this door?
How big is the door? It is 15 feet across and 80 tall.
You heal 10.
Ah.
And I'm like,
20 across, 80 tall, sorry.
Hefty door.
now we need to fetch the other dead people.
All right, so that will end your turn, Namari. Bringing us to Tristan.
Yay!
Remember the DC is up 1.
I got the opposite of what Susie rolled.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you come back to life on 1 hit point. You wake up, and the first thing you do is your head looks up like this, and your eye line follows a sword, and you see Tilly like a turtle on its back waggling halfway up the sword.
You know what you don't see, though? You don't see a 20-mile-per-hour wind anymore.
Oh, did you fail the constant?
Well, what was it? What's the roll for that?
You only took 14, so it's a save of DC 10.
I thought I died for some reason.
No, you are very much conscious right now.
Lydia said died and my brain just broke. That's 18 on a Constitution save. It's still windy.
It's still windy, and you look up and Tilly is like...
I can't do anything with my turn though. That's
No.
Yeah.
It's the bat's go. Do you want the bat to do anything, or should we just skip to gun?
I mean, the bat can't distract in the sense that it
Yeah.
can take an attack, I think. So
Gun.
Okay, get to my feet.
Yep.
That fucking sucked. And then we're on the other side of the doors, right? Are they open or closed?
It's a doorway.
Oh,
It's not
doorway.
a door. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run as far as I can to Tristan and Tilly. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5 feet.
Okay, well, I'll do that.
You walk through the doorway. Tilly is in front of you on a sword.
Well, that shouldn't be there.
No!
But because the sword was thrown, right, the point is in the ground, so I can't pull Tilly off the sword because I would have to pull her through the hilt. Which
Yes.
would kill. This would kill
Don't
Tilly.
do that.
So what I'm gonna do
Did you
Not do that.
you
pull
can
out
pull
the
the sword
sword
out.
out of the ground with a Tilly kebab on it and try to shake her off the edge.
I feel like that will be very bad for my wound.
Are you going to pull the sword out of Tilly like that?
Yeah,
Like
I'll
hold
pull,
on to Tilly, like pulling a skewer out of a kebab.
put a foot on Tilly.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a trained surgeon.
Nope.
I don't consent to this.
That Toy Story. I don't believe
Tilly-
that man has a medical license.
Tilly did 9 points of owl damage.
Ow.
So, Gun, you are holding a very surprisingly well-balanced, despite being very heavy, stone sword.
I passed the concentration check.
I pointed at the statue and said, "This is mine now. Get fucked."
Okay. The
And I
statue seems to be, beginning to, move into, a sprinting motion. But you look now, this statue is looking more worn down,
Is it looking
if that
pretty
makes
rough?
sense. It's looking pretty rough. Yeah.
Ah.
And you see as it looks down towards you now, it has a lot of the back missing.
Huh. Okay. I would like to take my new sword.
Yeah.
And hide around the other side of the doorway so I don't get shot.
Cool, thanks.
Okay.
I have 10 HP.
Do you want to know how much I have?
By the way, it would not take an action to get Tilly out. Tilly is a bonus action kind of gal.
Oh.
I take the weight, the size, creature size category difference downgrades the action needed.
I mean, there is a 20-mile-per-hour wind raging around me that does affect friendly characters. I don't know if that interrupts, makes this more difficult.
I feel like, though, I would have gone into a rage and then used my action to rescue Tilly.
Okay.
So, and then I'm going to be like,
That's
Also,
not very ragey of you.
I'm angrily hiding.
10-foot radius around me is difficult terrain, by the way.
Okay, good to know. But if you're moving, it's not.
Oh, also, we're all completely deafened.
What?
Just to make sure that's
Does
known.
the wind drown out the screams?
No.
Cool.
Those are in your head.
Now it's just this howling wind and these horrible screams.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, even when you were unconscious and dying, you still heard the screams.
Do you know, can I not catch a fucking break?
No.
It is. So all the archers go.
They've got disadvantage, it's fine.
They only have one target.
No, they don't.
Beyond.
You were pulled into the other room.
I
I
thought
was
good-
left on the ground.
Didn't you say explicitly you didn't do that?
Did you leave Tilly there and take the sword and leave Tilly?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I said
thought
that,
you
but I
raged and
would
took the
have.
sword out.
I would have rescued Tilly. I didn't realize Tristan was right there either.
And you leave the sword and instead of the sword take Tristan?
The good wind that makes people not dead is around me.
That's true, actually. No, I will leave Tilly next to Tristan. So the good wind that protects Tristan.
Tristan is also currently prone, so they're at disadvantage on Tristan anyway.
Ah, fuck it, I'm out.
Oh, fucking no, rescue Tilly with the sword.
Okay. So,
I mean, I could leave the
If I
sword.
survive this,
No,
I
wait,
have
'cause I'm gonna...
one.
No, I'm gonna feel so bad if he dies.
I have a good idea if I survive.
He'll be fine.
I already said it though a while back.
Yeah.
so
Sorry, Jamie.
first two attacks. 14 and 13.
Nope.
Those two miss. Natural 1 and a 17.
Yeah, the 17 hits. Therefore, I am down.
It has been your turn. You have a reaction.
Oh, go on then. Let's cut in words.
But let's just see.
Roll a dice.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point me cutting words in it if we're just going to die anyway.
There's another 17 there, so...
Yeah. The good idea is postponed.
What? Cutting words there anyway.
No, go on.
You're the only target there.
Yeah, that's 5 less.
Okay. So that one misses. So that brings it down to because it brings it down to an 11.
Mm-hmm.
No, not 11, but 12. Okay, so you are down. That's another 2 hits. All of those miss. Does a 14? No. So, you go down. The first one, you limply manage to cutting words one of them as it slams into the next, you just avoiding you, and you breathe a sigh of relief as you're once again knocked unconscious by the next one. And then into your limp, unconscious body, 2 more FUD. You fail 2 death saving throws.
Cool.
Tilly.
This is fine. I poke my head around the corner and healing word him.
If one more of those had hit you,
And then drag him behind the door.
Plus, I'm assuming like max damage relates to my current HP max, which would have been 50 as opposed to 87 as well, just for max damage. And
max damage is from a single attack.
yeah, it's from a single attack.
Right. Well, either way, someone in that room was probably capable of killing me outright.
Yes.
But hey, look, that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel morally all right.
It's all right. You're gonna help out soon.
Am I?
Yeah.
All right. That will bring us. So you healing word. Yeah.
That's 3 plus Namari's wisdom.
No, it was my healing words, right?
Ah.
So it's plus 5.
Yeah, plus 5.
So 8 health.
Yeah.
Cool.
You did it on Tristan's because Tristan is better at healing than Mari.
You feeling healthy?
And Mari's not that kind of cleric.
I'm feeling like a pincushion. I'm the wrong side of a hedgehog.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
You're feeling like a pincushion?
Yes.
Did you miss the bit where I got shot like 18 times?
I never said I'm not the only one. Just
All
that
right.
I also.
All right, children. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn, Tilly? That was a bonus action.
Is Shane over?
No,
Is the door closed?
there's no door. It's a doorway.
Oh, I thought there was a door.
No, Tristan's still on the other side of it as well.
What are we hiding behind if there isn't a door?
There's a door for him.
You're in the other room, so on the other side around it.
I'll drag him behind the door frame.
Okay.
I thought there was a door in this frame the entire time.
So,
Yeah, I'll drag him into cover while I bleed horribly.
yeah. All right. So, which of you is closest to the door then?
I guess we're all behind the frame.
Okay. Which is you is furthest in? Would you say that would probably be maybe who do you think is closest to the room?
The one I mentioned door into.
No, the room that you came from.
I'm assuming if I'm being dragged in, it would be me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all of you hear stomping.
Oh, cool.
Heavy stone stomping before the fist of this creature comes round and is going to grapple you, Tristan.
Oh my god.
What about that rough terrain? Did it still have the movement?
There's a movement. I'm not going to tell you what its movement is. Don't
Cool, thanks.
tell you what that movement is. It's enough. It's just speed maybe a little too high, Stuart. So that is a grapple check against you. Is 27.
Don't think I can beat that.
I can't believe Tristan belongs to the Stone Men now.
Actually, no. If I'm opposing it, I can use Dex as well, right?
You can use athletics, acrobatics. Yes.
Well, I don't think I'll. Yeah, no, that's a 2. And I don't actually, though I could only get a 25 max. So.
All right.
Is this
So-
possibly a tug of war situation? Because I was dragging Tristan.
Sure, you can aid. It can be an aid, so Tristan, you have advantage.
I cannot beat that number.
You can roll a natural 20.
Could.
I didn't.
You didn't. So, Tilly, you watch as Tristan is ripped from your grasp, and this figure just throws Tristan across the room like a ragdoll. Tristan, you fly. What's the range on its Olympian throw?
Is he going
Did
to
it
take
do more than 8 damage?
Oh, yeah.
There we go, I'm down.
And you are thrown 50 feet back into the room. And you land with this sickening crunch as this figure stands in the doorway now.
I just need a round. That's all I need.
Well, I'm out of heals, buddy.
I have one more warlock spell. That's it.
Namari, it's your go.
He's in the room now with all the fucking archers, right?
He's in the room with the archers, but blocking the doorway now is this big stone creature who doesn't have its sword because Gun has it.
No, but you can throw us 50 feet, so I don't think he needs it.
He could throw the sword 120 if that makes you feel any better.
I'm smaller than the sword, Stuart.
So are all of you. I just want to make everyone aware of the fact that Gun is currently carrying a sword bigger than her.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Is that how you always imagine it? Gun is just like gut. It's just like guts. Yeah.
But cool.
I will.
A less tragic backstory.
If I dimension door to Tristan,
Yes.
can I drag him out the other side with the rest of my movement to be safe from the archers?
No. Tristan is basically back in the middle again.
Cool. Then if I dimension door to him, basically I'm going to get pincushioned, and that's that.
I do think Tristan belongs to the stone men now.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
The Olympian dude needs to make a charisma saving throw.
The big stone guy.
Yep.
Okay. That is a 17.
That makes it. Never mind.
What was that?
Banishment.
Oh,
Ooh.
so close.
Well, I could cast Featherfall if anyone needs it.
All right. That will bring us to Tristan. Test saving throw.
I'm assuming the DC's gone up.
It's
as
13
well.
now, yeah.
Okay.
I will also
Oh,
move
that was an
back.
actual 20 again. I'm not actually
You're
lying. Like, that's just
You're
there.
You are going to get so
Move back
fucking
so I'm not going to
frustrated.
get yeeted.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
can I just... right, okay, because I've either been knocked out or already unconscious every single round.
Yeah.
Can I, at this point, have kind of figured out when I wake up to lay in position and pretend to be dead? Can I
Are you-
play a possum?
Are you wanting to try play possum?
Fuck yes, I am.
All right, okay. Make a performance check with disadvantage. This is going to be very tricky because these creatures are not sentient. They are basically tracking you and would keep firing until you died. Very much so.
Okay, that's an 18 on the dice with a performance of plus 13.
So how long are you planning on lying there, Tristan? Because we ain't killing these archers.
Okay, so that's a what, I'm 32?
Yeah. 18 plus 13.
No, 31.
31.
31. To the rest of you, Tristan is dead.
You think Tristan's dead?
Tristan
Yeah.
is a crumpled heap on the floor with a.
We can't
weird
see him. The
position.
creature is in the thing, in the way.
You just get a sense.
You can see in between the creature's legs.
Yeah, it doesn't fill the space of the doorway.
It's not just like a swamp.
Assuming only the ghost in the sword knows the truth.
That will bring us to Gun. Oh, sorry, the bat. Sorry, would the bat like to do anything?
Fucking bat. I keep forgetting it's alive.
I'm just not going to react to that.
It's needed to know. I didn't know if you wanted to do anything. Good.
Right. I'm gonna use my new sword and attack the statue.
Okay.
Is it actually feasible for me to use it, or is it just too big?
You did say it was kind of balanced.
It's very well balanced. Yeah.
And I'm a barbarian ragey lady with like
it's
+6
balanced.
strength.
It's balanced in the same way a throwing knife is balanced, to be clear.
Okay.
Oh, that's not balanced, but like hitting.
It's weighted to one end. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it feasible for me to use it as a weapon?
Yes, though it's not. It does a lot of damage.
Then I shall use it as a weapon.
It will be harder for you to hit with it.
All right.
As in disadvantage harder, because it's a 6 foot long piece of solid stone.
Well, here's the thing, though. I've got 10 HP. I don't give a shit. I'm recklessing, so it's just straight attacks.
Okay, go for it.
I mean, if this thing hits, it doesn't matter if I reckless or not. If I get hit, I'm dead, so...
Go for it.
Might as well try and take it out.
Yep.
Bam! So that would be... strength plus proficiency. What the frick is our proficiency? It's
+4.
10. Ugh. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
I'll roll my second attack.
Yeah.
21.
That also hits.
Okay, what damage am I rolling for this bad boy?
46.
40.
Ain't bad.
Yes, it does half a fireball every hit.
Okay.
I was thinking twice a greatsword.
Half a fireball sounds more powerful.
True.
Are you having fun, man? Plus the additional D8 because it's a construct.
Oh shit, hang on. Let me just calculate how much that is first. Okay, so that's 31 points of damage on the first hit.
On the first hit, okay, on the second hit?
On the second hit... Ugh.
Gun's having a fun time right now.
34 on the second.
All right. So, Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me. How'd you kill it?
Ah, fuck. I'm gonna do like a really cool sort of Monhun move where I run forward and use the sword to like launch myself up in the air and just try and smash this statue right down the front.
Yeah. All right. So you run up, you hit and vault off the sword as this spray of Tilly's blood left on it reflects the wall behind you. And as you slam into it, you hit hilt first and bring it down to your level. And as you hit the ground, you land, 3-point landing, crouch, this time swinging the blade back upwards. You hit in the bottom side of the jaw. You feel this crunch as you see the sword breaks, but so does the creature's head as you just shatter the entire head off this creature. And the pieces of sword and head just splay out about you as the rest of the creature to the floor. And then you feel the hairs on your arms begin to fade down as you watch each of the sets of armor go and collapse. And you see, sticking out of the torso of this creature is this rumming blue stone which slowly fades.
Alright, who's alive? Check.
You just see a random arm from the middle of the room just raise.
Are the archers now standing still no longer?
No, they're piles of.
Oh, they're dusted. Sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I'll just shout into the room where I see Tristan's very broken arm. I'll be like, I know you're keeping track, so add another one to the list of broken weapons. Just throw the hilt.
Mm-hmm. I
So
mean,
that
I
was fun.
wasn't keeping track, but I'm gonna.
Fun is a word.
I have one more cure wounds. Who wants it?
I think Tristan probably.
Yeah, give it to Tristan.
I think a rest.
I'll
We took a
I'll
long
walk
rest
into the-
about 5 minutes ago.
I know, but I'm on one.
I know.
Yeah.
But I walk into the room, try and hold up my hand to help him up.
Thank you.
And with that, he only gets 8. But he
I
gets...
thought you were going to say he takes 12 damage as I inflict.
Oh, sorry,
wounds
6.
him.
6. I don't have
That's,
inflict wounds. I only have 3 first level spells as a cleric.
I mean, that's more spell slots than the warlock. Huh?
Yeah, I only have 2 as a warlock. I have nothing at this point.
There's more spell slots than me.
That was fun.
Let's never do it again.
No.
Yeah. Let's not taint the memory. You know, it might not be as fun the second time round, so let's just leave it on a high, please.
I'm surprised you 3 can move. You took a lot of very big arrows in you.
Mm-hmm. I think it's
We're aware.
more autopilot. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, it's the adrenaline really keeping me
Mm.
alive right now.
I mean, you'll get a little bit more adrenaline out of this since I don't think you notice the big ass fucking statue in the next room. That one can also do magic. I think. I don't know. It has runes and shit. Looks like magic.
Okay, let's go back into the room with the death archers and just sit in the corner and just breathe for like half an hour to an hour.
For an allotted short rest time.
Are you suggesting that we rest for a short time, Gun?
I am suggesting we do partake in a rest that is short in length.
I mean, I would prefer a rest that is long in duration.
We've
but
been awake for like an hour.
I know.
You're like a cat. Oh, I've just woken up. I'll have a nap.
That works, yeah.
I'm just gonna do the tiny hut wherever I happen to be laying down. And spend 10 minutes just thinking about it.
You see Tristan just on the ground. He's just like, and then just his arms go, and then you see a dome go.
I like to think I'm just like playing on the lute for a bit. Just on my back.
It's just instead of the lyrics, it's just soft wailing.
Alright, everybody crawl inside the hut and spend
Yeah.
hit dice. Are you Song of
No.
Resting?
Yes. But
Sign of rest, by the way, it's not an optional thing. It just
Oh,
happens.
it just happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
It's yes.
Well, it's not mandatory. Nothing's mandatory, but it's not. You may.
That's an extra 4.
Sweet.
Boy.
By the way, I had Stevie telling me to fucking stop dying in Discord. He's like, fucking stop it.
Cool. Okay. Hit this.
I'm gonna spend a lot of these bad boys.
Holy shit! I rolled 3 12s.
Yikes.
Nice.
It'd be nice to be able to roll 12s.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have more hit dice than what I can even heal up. So,
There's less health than I expected to get back.
okay, I am now back to my 50.
Oh, great. All 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
So during this short rest, I'd like to pose a question to Gun as well.
What?
I don't know if this will actually help, and I don't know how many magic items you're already attuned to, but I will offer my scarf because it's a scarf of mind shielding, and I don't know if something's going to be trying to mess with your head and whether this will stop it or not,
Huh.
but it's an option I'm laying out for you now.
I mean, yeah, if you wanna. I mean, I'm borrowing it. I'll give you a
Yeah,
back
I'm going to say,
copy.
like, regardless, yeah, I was getting it back regardless. This is
Yeah.
very important, but things might be trying to mess with your head, and if this will help, then it will also potentially help me not die. So
Well, ever the altruist then, yeah.
yeah.
Once I've selected an amount of hit dice to spend, I can't just spend more, right?
Yeah, you can roll one. Need more. Roll one. Need
Yep,
more.
gonna do that.
Yeah, I'll take the scarf. Thanks,
All
Tristan.
right. So as you take the scarf off, and you, and Gun wraps it around her neck, you spend some time attuning to it, and you feel the moment the attunement leaves you, and another moment passes before you hear, "It is good to see you again." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Well,
That's a classic.
I have questions.
damn it. I didn't know about that one.
Are you the only one hearing it though right now?
I would assume.
Yeah, it's in your head.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're all just chilling. It's fine, and everyone except Gunland.
No, Gun doesn't hear it. That's Tristan.
That's
hears
Tristan.
Oh,
Hey,
Because
but
he
when
no
I put
longer
the
has the mind
scarf
chip.
on, did the scream stop?
yeah.
it. No.
Cool.
Scarf,
Oh, wow.
like, brooch/scarf of mind shielding does not protect against the effects of divinity.
Cool. Do you want it back?
Yeah, but get him's ended now.
Well,
Hey Lydia, does the Mari want to just go? Because these two seem to have some issues.
Does one to what?
Just want to go? Just leave?
Oh yeah, that sounds no. Actually, no.
Yeah, there's just like Gun and Tristan rocking, but like they've synced up now as well. It's
How much was your Song of Rest again?
4.
I forgot to add that. Thank you.
I have spent all of my hit dice and I am not back at full.
I have 2 more, and I'm
I have 2 left.
I'm not entirely full, but I'm worried.
Well then.
I'll fucking use them.
So that was certainly a thing.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
Yeah. You faced the first trial.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Let me guess, that was the strength one, and the rest are like mind and spirit or something? Like they're all really like, yeah.
Sure. Uh-huh.
Sweet, cool, confirmed.
God is definitely the god
Of inner strength.
of peace, man.
Were the people with the shadowy burning knives not a trial?
They were just
No.
dickheads that live in the mountains.
They were just chilling, yeah.
They were just hallucinations.
Cool.
Great.
Gun should stop hallucinating, it hurts me.
I can't hallucinate nice things
when
like
you get drunk, you hurt people.
Really putting ourselves out here for you, Gun.
And on that little bit of friendly banter, we will see you next week, where we go into the next room with 10 archers.
Cool.
It's cool.
Just-
Now we just know destroy the statue.
Just hit them.
You now know it now.
Kill them very quickly.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Do make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. You can see them down below. And please, as I said at the beginning, if you can give my tweet a retweet, I would much appreciate it. It's the one that's pinned in my Twitter. I forgot the word for Twitter there. But aside from that, do follow everybody else to make sure you check out everything cool that they are doing, from role plays to making role plays to making games to being a tour guide to shit posting. So yeah, have a check out of those. If you did enjoy this game, please give the channel a follow. Like Susie said at the beginning, this is not the only channel that's run on here. This is not the only channel that I'm in. It's not the only channel that everyone here apart from Briar is in. Game that everyone here is apart from Briar is in. This week is Bike Club. Next week is Grains of Truth. Grains of Truth is phenomenal. Bike Club is Yakety Sax in Barovia. So if you do enjoy those, give them a look. If you really enjoyed this, also, you can catch up on all of the previous episodes on the YouTube channel. The link will be in the chat in a moment for you. And if you'd like that, do give that a subscription as well. apart from that, we will see you all next week, which hopefully Stevie should be feeling better and he'll be back to save this sorry lot from themselves. See you guys later.
Mm-hmm.